Hey Jack. Jack's always in the front of the cage. He's definitely one of our most friendly of the group of 7 boys. We're often asked what's best, girls or boys, for rats. Well, they both make absolutely brilliant pets. The main difference is the girls are much smaller and more lively. They're more suited to rat agility. They're definitely more interested in the boys doing the rat agility. Boys are much more slow and laid back. Easier to handle because they do move slowly when they're on the floor. They can run, they do run, but generally with their size being bigger as well, they're much easier to pick up. And the girls are just so wriggly when they're young, so boys are easier for children to handle, and if they're your very first rats. Yeah, we haven't had our males neutered. We probably won't because of the high number that we have. 11 males, it will be quite expensive unless they get very aggressive with each other, and then we would have to look at neutering or splitting the group. But if you have one male rat neutered, you really need to have the whole group neutered, which is the advice we've been given by our vet. Obviously, if you wish to keep girls and boys together, you must absolutely have the males neutered to avoid unwanted babies. So the other difference we've noticed is the boys are really mucky. We wipe down the shelves and things every day, but you can see their paper here absolutely piling out. Girls were much tidier and much cleaner. Now, no rat smells. Everyone says, oh, rats smell, especially boys. It's the urine that smells. We haven't noticed any nasty odour on our rats at all. Unless they sleep in a pile and one of them may sort of urinate on one of the others, they might be a bit smelly, but they're self-cleaning, and give them a little bowl of cold water and they will give themselves a good wash. So the other thing is the girls, we noticed, Jack's desperate to come out. The girls are a lot more soft and silky, their coats. So apart from the size, the coats are different. The boys' coat is much rougher and is also more oily. So you're desperate to come out, aren't you, Jack? Yeah, you'd notice the sort of slight oily smell on your hands after you've handled the male rats, or I notice it anyway. But they are all absolutely brilliant pets. Absolutely gorgeous, aren't you? Yes, you are. So that's our Jack, who's 7 months old, and that's really, I think, the main differences between the males and the females. So it's personal choice, but take into consideration that the male rats are much more likely to be cuddly. So if you want a rat who's going to sit with you and have lots of cuddles, a male rat is probably the best choice. Female rats do get cuddly, but not until they're quite old. We've always found that they tend to be getting on for 2 years before they get really cuddly. Everything, of course, depends on how much you handle the rats. So temperament-wise, it's really the gentle handling, the building up the trust, and the bonding with your rats. And regarding biting, any rat will bite if they're nervous. So it is building up the trust and your rat's getting to know you. Jack is absolutely desperate to come out here, so I'm probably going to have to put the camera down because I'm filming on my own at the moment. But yeah, building up that bond and being very gentle with your rats, and so that they trust you, and don't startle them, you know. Always go in and talk to them, and no sudden movements or noises, especially when you have new rats. Let them learn that you're trustworthy and you're gentle and you're not going to hurt them. And obviously little baby rats, when you get them, whether they're male or females, they may well have a little nibble of your fingers, but that is just exploratory. They're just getting to know your smell and everything, and that little nibbling, as long as it's not drawing blood, it's not the rats being vicious, it's just them getting to know you. So whether you choose males or females, just be prepared to spend lots of time with them, getting to know them, and just enjoy them, because all rats are absolutely fabulous pets.